Okay, guys. We should be live. Hold on. Make sure nothing's playing in the background here. Nah, we good. We should be live now, guys. Hello, guys. This is What About Nintendo, and today I'm here with another episode of Coffee Talk. Today we're going to be talking about tons of stuff, including new Bayonetta 3 info and a canceled DS title called Mario Motors, which I think looks really interesting. Hello, Vegeta-san. Let me know how the music is. I'm going to turn it up because from what I can tell from the little bars of sound here, it's very low. There you go. Let me know how that sounds so you guys, if you can hear that good, because it looked like it was really, really quiet before. But of course, as usual, I got my coffee. I feel like I'm more tired than I usually am. I usually go to sleep around 1. I went to sleep around 3 last night because I was up talking with people about plans and stuff. And I didn't even get to watch like any anime or anything. I watched 1 episode and I was trying to get stuff to work. Then that was it. So it wasn't me fooling around. It was just nothing. Nothing would work. Hey, we're at 4 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. But we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right on into it. So sorry if I'm slower in this one, or more boring, or more boring, or that's a word. A little more boring or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully not. But I forgot the picture for this. You can hear it. You think it's in the perfect volume. That is awesome. I love it when things are in the perfect volume. That is amazing. Which is hardly ever. Usually everything's all fricked up. Well, let's get into the first topic here. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is getting a gyroidite scavenger hunt. Hunt, not hut. Gyroid the Hut. It's Gyroid the Hut, guys. But there's a brand new event happening in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on iOS and Android. The event title is Gyroidite Scavenger Hunt, which I'm assuming is Gyroid in America. This is actually a overseas magazine here from England or somewhere around there. The event sees gyroidite scattered around on various places which can be used to craft special furniture and clothing items. So I still actually play this game on and off. They added a bunch of new stuff. Like I didn't play it for like a couple months, and I came back and I was like, holy crap! They added so much stuff, and I was like, this is cool. So, but I got really into this game for like the first month or two it was out, and then I stopped. Excuse me, and then I'm back, and now it's just like they're adding all this new stuff. So I just wanted to go over that for people who are still playing this game. You guys let me know if you're still interested in the game, or if you guys have kind of moved on, or if you even cared about it in the first place. You guys let me know in the comments. Let's move on to the second one, because we have a lot of topics to go over, and some of them are pretty long. So, at least the last one's pretty long. So, I am so tired right now. The Octopath Traveler demo has been downloaded over 1.3 million times. Square Enix had revealed that the amazing Octopath Traveler demo, which is available right now on the Nintendo eShop if you somehow have not downloaded it, has been downloaded over 1.3 million times, which is a lot for a demo of, you know, kind of old school 8-bit looking RPG, even though it's got this really cool, like, 2D, what do they call it, 2D, 3D, 3D, 2D, 2D, 2.2, 2D HD, HD 2D, something like that. Hey, Undead663, you've never played it before. You should go play it. It's free. I'm assuming you're talking about Animal Crossing, because I just asked you guys to talk about that. Hey, you should go play it. It's awesome. And if you haven't played the Octopath Traveler demo, go play that. It's amazing. It's so good. But I'm personally happy that this has been doing really well. I love that demo, man. I played like 5 hours of that demo, which like shouldn't be possible, but I played it. Like, it doesn't make you stop. You can just fight battles over and over again if your heart's desire. It's amazing. And it's got like really good story elements in there. It's a very good chunk of the game. And I cannot wait till this comes out in July. It's gonna be a hype. You passed coffee this morning, trying to see if you're caffeine addicted or not. So far, no headaches or anything, so it seems like I'm not. Tomorrow, I'll drink it. Yeah, I'm not caffeine addicted either. I like caffeine, and I like coffee, but Like, sometimes I go a couple days without drinking coffee. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't had coffee. I mean, these days I do coffee talk, so it's less often. But before I was doing coffee talk, like, I'd skip coffee for a couple of days on accident, and be like, oh yeah, coffee's a thing. So, a lot of people are like, you drink coffee, you're gonna get coffee addicted. Oh, I'm just like, nah, not really. I'm fine. Yeah, moving on to the next one. This is something that's not even really that big of a deal or even that shocking of news at all, but an internet download will be required for the physical version of Wolfenstein 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Why am I not bringing up the... I keep forgetting. Boom! Wolfenstein 2. Koopa says, you like the demo, but you can't pass the first boss. You really suck at turn-based combat. You don't know how to do it correctly. Oh, that's a shame. You should look up some guides. It's really fun. Once you learn how to do it. Yeah, some of these RPGs take they have a learning curve. I didn't find this one very hard, except the which boss though? There's a boss for Ulbrich and there's a boss for Primrose. Primrose boss I died a couple times because I didn't understand exactly how to do that one. I didn't understand how to use her effectively, but I figured it out, and he's actually really easy after you learn how to use the game. Shockingly enough. But Wolfenstein 2, you're gonna have to download it. As you can see here on the box, it says internet download. MicroSD internet download is required. MicroSD may be required. Primrose, yeah, Primrose's boss is hard, bro. I don't blame you. That one's tough. But yeah, let me zoom in just in case you guys are feeling on like mobile or something you can't see. Right there, internet download required. So, if you want to get Wolfenstein 2 on the Nintendo Switch, note that there will be internet download required. How much? I don't know. But some of the game, at least, is going to have to be required to download. I figured this is just going to be a thing with third-party games until next year when Nintendo is able to launch the 64GB carts. I think that's just going to be a thing that you know, you have to deal with. You should go back and try Ulbrich. He's really, really fun. I think that is a good idea. But yeah, so if you want to play Wolfenstein 2, you know, make sure you have some extra space on your Switch, or just, you know, make sure you have extra space on your microSD card, because that just seems to be the future of third-party games, at least for now. Next up is something I actually released last week, but Nintendo and Game Freak have registered a trademark for an Ultra Shiny. So we don't really have much information on this, just that, well, that's it. All we know is that they've registered a trademark for Ultra Shiny. What an Ultra Shiny is compared to a normal Shiny, I don't know. Maybe they're ultra rare. They're ultra rare, so it's Ultra Shiny. You just go in, you see the shiny one, you're like, ah, man, that's bright. You see the Ultra Shiny one, you're like, my eyes! You know, that's probably what it's going to be. It is blind people. You're like, ha! You thought the Ultra Shiny was a good thing. No! Get blinded, fool! Yeah. It's basically saying to get a Nintendo Internet Pass in order to play it, at least after September. No, you can still download things off the eShop, even if you don't have the internet. I don't know what they're calling it exactly. Like if you have an Xbox and you don't have Xbox Live Gold, you don't have to buy Xbox Live Gold to download things off their shop, to download updates, to download games off their shop. You don't need Xbox Live Gold. It's just a thing you don't need. Same with PlayStation. If you don't have the PS Plus or whatever, I think it's PS Plus, you don't need that to download updates. This is going to be the same for the Switch. You do not need the extra paid online to access the eShop. So if you buy this game and you're not going to pay, you know, to play online, you can still download the update needed for the game. You do not have to worry about that. So don't worry about that, guys. That would be so stupid if you had to pay to download like updates and stuff. Ooh. I think you had to do that back in the Xbox days. Like back in early Xbox when they didn't know what the hell they were doing. You had to do that, but modern day, that is not a problem. So, thankfully, that is not something you have to deal with. Okay. So, something that also came out over the weekend was, if I can find the picture. Here we go. Nope, that is not the right. There it is. Everything's all mixed around. 3 new Mario Tennis Aces characters have leaked. So, if I can find it again, there's a lot of pictures here to go through. There it is. These handbags have leaked from a Japanese retailer, Geo Online, and they may have spoiled an announcement of 3 new characters, cause on the bag you can see emblems for 3 new characters. Those characters are Birdo, Diddy, and Paratroopa. So those characters are actually on this handbag for the game, and yet they're not announced as you know, as a thing. So that is very interesting. I personally would like all of these characters to be in the game. I feel like they're characters that may have been in other Mario sports games already, so it kind of makes sense. But I like all those characters, so I'd be happy. Maybe an Ultra Shiny is a dressed Pokemon, like those Pikachu hats or Pikachu Libre. Super Saiyan Tennis Mario. Dude, that needs to be a thing. Super Saiyan Tennis Mario. That sounds dope. I think it's just going to be a more rare shiny, honestly. I don't think it's going to be anything like, oh, this is mind-blowing, it's going to be so cool. But let me see if I can actually spot where these different characters are. Like, this handbag is very, very low resolution here. Let me see if I can spot it. See, that's Waluigi. That's Rosalina. This is Toadette. This maybe is one of them. I don't know what that is. That's Bowser. This is, I don't know what this is either. This is maybe this is Birdo. It's really hard to see these. They're super low res. Yeah, I can't tell. But apparently amongst these, there's Birdo, Diddy, and Paratroopa, but I can't see them because this picture is like crap. But apparently people have found those. I think that's pretty cool. I think Mario Tennis Aces actually look like it's going to be a good game. I don't know what you guys think, but in my opinion, like, I look at Mario Tennis Aces and I go, wow, this is definitely not ultra trash, you know? So, it looks good. Waluigi, yes! Make it to Smash Bros. Dude, yes. Waluigi over Wario any day of the week, man. Kick Wario out of Smash. He doesn't need to be there. Waluigi's my man. He's my bro. Oh my gosh, I remember playing as him in, oh, what's the Mario soccer game? Mario Strikers. I actually had Mario Strikers Charged on the Wii. Apparently that version's not as good as the original. People didn't like the goal scoring minigame, which I didn't really mind at the time. I thought it was, you know, kind of skill based still in some ways. It was kind of luck, kind of skill. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I could see why people didn't like it. But I thought that game was amazing. Other than that, I thought it was absolutely amazing. Playing as Waluigi in that game, it's awesome. He's the in Smash Bros. But more details for, I am all kinds off my game today. Dragon Quest Builders 2, even though this is the art for the first one, I'm a professional. Guys, do you not know that I am professional YouTuber? But Dragon Quest Builders information has come out for the Nintendo Switch and PS4 versions of the game, which are going to be the same versions. Obviously, they're going to be based off, the Nintendo Switch is going to be based off the PS4 version. So the story is, I guess this is going off of the first one. I haven't actually beat the first one. I have the demo, which is really fun, but I haven't actually bought the full game. It looks really good, though. The corrupt cleric Hargon and the god of destruction Malroth were defeated, and a short period of peace came upon the world. However, the threat of the Hargon Order, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong and shaking up every person who plays Dragon Quest, was re-emerging upon the world. The Hargon Order, which plans to destroy the world, was trying to eradicate the Builders, whose power to build things made them an enemy in the Order's eyes, because they were the master builders. And they made Legos, I mean, they made blocks and houses. Vacant Island. A mysterious stone monument. On the vacant island. You become a master builder. Oh my gosh, there are master builders. What is this? Is it like Minecraft or is it actually cool? In my opinion, it's like if Minecraft was actually good, that's what this would be. It's kind of like Minecraft, but there's a whole story, and there's like more battle mechanics, and there's a reason to do things, and there's like RPG elements, and you can like level up, and like it's really cool. It's like Minecraft if Minecraft didn't, you know, wasn't so open-ended that there was no reason to do anything. You know? It doesn't have that problem that Minecraft has. You didn't get the first game either. You might get the sequel since everyone says it's an amazing series. Dude, I think I played the demo and it's really fun. And I've saw other people play the demo. Like I saw Derek Bittner on Game Explain play the demo, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. It's like I said. It's like if Minecraft didn't suck, like this is what the game would be. It's amazing. It's got this cool story. It's still having all the cool creative building aspects of the first of Minecraft, and then you got you know, RPG elements in there, and actual like overworld bosses, and like, you know, variety in the enemies and stuff. So yeah, you're buying it, and you'll get the second one instead. Okay. I mean, the second one does follow the story of the first one, so if you want to know what the story of the first one is, you should buy the first one. I don't think it's that expensive if you want to buy the first one, and I didn't know when the second one's coming out, so I don't know how long you'll have to wait. I can actually look that up. After I finish reading off these, I'll look up when Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out so you guys can know. But the Vacant Island is an uninhabited island where the protagonist drifts ashore following a certain event. The protagonist and the boy Malroth will make the base on this island and refine the protagonist's building skills while expanding the range that they can explore. For long, the protagonist will discover a mysterious stone monument and stone pillars via the guidance of a mysterious voice. Oh, so it seems like you get cast off into abandoned island, and you have to survive. So it's kind of a little, it's like the game, but you have a little more survival elements. You have to like build up a base instead of going around and building up different towns. Okay. So it's like okay, I got you. World. So there's an evolved building elements. So apparently Dragon Quest Builders 2 has some evolved building elements over the first one. So Dragon Quest Builders 2 has evolved in various areas. It's been made easier to play, and you can enjoy building things like never before. The following is an introduction to some of these evolutions. As for what you can do, use your imagination. So water will now flow off of cliffs. That makes sense. Glide in the air with wind mantle item. It sounds like the frickin' glider from not Wind Waker, from Breath of the Wild. Dash at high speeds, and you can now make diagonally shaped blocks. So that's some cool stuff. I mean, the other stuff sounds kind of like generic, but gliding there with a wind mantle item, that sounds pretty cool. Let's see, when is Dragon Quest Builders? Dragon Quest Builders, the Master Builders 2 release date. Here we go. Google did not come up with anything. Apparently we're hoping to get it by the end of the year. That is what we're hoping. We're hoping to get it by the end of this year. There's not really a concrete release date for you guys. I was hoping there'd be a concrete release date for you guys, but there ain't. So sorry about that. It's fine though. I mean, why am I saying sorry? I'm not the one in charge of the frickin' release date. This coffee's really good. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. And that is... It's all out of order. Bethesda says that they're very pleased with the Nintendo Switch and they're glad that they have developed for the console. So let's read what they have to say. So Game Reactor managed to speak with Bethesda's Pete Hines about the company's commitment to the Nintendo Switch and how they thought about the platform. Did they like it? Did they hate it? Did they think it was the dumbest thing in the universe? What did they have to say? So here is what Pete Hines had to say about it. He said, the challenge is entirely a technical one, right? If it was easy, then everyone would do it, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's not a direct one-to-one with the other hardware that's out there, but it also does something that nothing else can do, which is you take it with you on an airplane, on a bus, or whatever. The portability of it is fantastic. A game like Doom or Skyrim or Wolfenstein 2, that there is an audience for those games on the console. We've seen that so far. Nintendo's been really pleased, obviously, and we didn't have a crystal ball to know, oh, this will definitely be their best-selling thing. But we saw it early, and we felt like there was something we could support and our games would resonate, and they have, and obviously Nintendo's crushing it with their hardware sales, which is great. From Nintendo, they're thrilled as hell. Last Nintendo game I guess we did for this would have been like Star Trek Tactical Assault or something. We did a DS game. I can't even keep them all straight. It was a long time ago, but we hadn't done anything on Nintendo hardware in a long time. But we've always talked to those guys. Our philosophy hasn't changed in all my time at Bethesda, which is we put all the effort into making these games. We'll put them out on as many platforms as we will support the game as the developers have designed it. Now, in the case of the Switch, okay, we've got to do a little work to make sure it runs right and gives the right thing. And we didn't want to cut out half the story or make sacrifices that change the game. But if a device will support what we're doing, we'll absolutely put it out on it because we want as many people as possible to play these great games that our developers make. So essentially, they're saying the only reason they haven't put anything out on other Nintendo consoles is, well, it wouldn't run it. Which makes sense. I mean, the Wii U, it wasn't going to be able to run these games very well. It was going to run them at trash. You know, like, even the Switch has a hard time running these things. The Wii U, what are we going to run it like 360p with an unstable frame rate? Nah, that's just not okay, you know? So, this makes sense. You'll forgive me. Skyrim is awesome. I really hope to see more games like this on Nintendo, which Nintendo sees and hears this comment. Yeah, I think they've already taken this to heart, personally. I mean, with how third parties have been on the Nintendo Switch, I mean, they're just inviting everything, everyone and everything. I mean, when Night Trap comes onto the Switch, the game Nintendo was like, never in the universe will Night Trap come to the Switch. And then it came, even though I literally don't care about that game in the slightest. It's still like, Nintendo's open about anything and everything, man. They're not keeping anything back. They're not saying no to anything. They're just like, is it a good game? Is it quality? Is it going to help sell Switches? Bam! It's coming to the Switch. So, yeah, I think they're already kind of in that mindset, which is really good. We're going to go over these next two topics kind of fast because we're getting kind of close to the 30-minute mark here, and I want to have time for the last topic. So, if I can get to it. Okay. Platinum Games would like to bring the wonderful 101 to the Nintendo Switch. So, in an interview with Eurogamer with Platinum Games, Platinum Games director Hideki Kamiya, let me try to pronounce that again. Hideki Kamiya, probably not how you pronounce it, but they asked people how much they would want this game. So, this was revealed during my gosh. My nose is so stuffy. Sorry. So, this news was revealed during Reboot Developed 2018 when Platinum Games, as I said, Hideki Kamiya asked the crowd in the audience how many people had played the original. So, and they said, we're going to knock the audience participation up a bit. We're still trying to negotiate with Nintendo whether a possible wonderful 101 Switch release could happen, but it always helps when the people in the audience at Reboot clap if they'd actually buy a Switch version 101. So anyone who would like that, please clap. So, here's what Atsushi Inaba, co-founder and executive director, said to Eurogamer after the event. So this is the interview. The first part, I got confused. The first part was them asking the audience of Reboot Developed 2018 if they wanted the game, and the second part is the interview. So this is the interview. So from their perspective, obviously there are things they can't talk about dealings they have with Nintendo. Certainly they can't say everything they said during the speech, which was, hey, we should do that. Or certainly they can say everything during that speech, which was, hey, we should do that. But whether that is we are going to do that, and what the likelihood is that happening, it's just going to have to be something you wait to find out. Yesterday was Earth Day. You missed that. Just saw it in your Switch news. Nice. You thought Earth Day was the day? Nah, bro. It was yesterday. How dare you? You are ruining the Earth with your ignorance. No, I'm just kidding. Earth Day is cool. I didn't do anything for Earth Day. I didn't, like, turn off the lights or anything. Like, in fact, on Earth Day, I was editing a video, like, all day. So, oops. Sorry, Earth. You're just gonna have to bend to my will. No, I didn't do anything for Earth Day. Maybe I should do something today then. Nope, because this is the busiest day of the whole entire week for me. because I have coffee talk. I'm going to release the video. I'm going to be doing a live stream. And I'm going to have a podcast. No way in the world I'm going to be conserving electricity today. Oops. I'm sorry, Earth. I don't want you to die. Please don't die. Don't die, Earth. Don't die. Next up is Bayonetta 3. So, this is another thing that came out during the Reboot Developer 2018 talk. Platinum Games briefly spoke about the upcoming Bayonetta 3 on the Nintendo Switch. So, he said that the Bayonetta 3 would be a linear core progression action game, which is not really that surprising because, you know, that's what the other games were, but Platinum also wants to do something new and add new gimmicks and new ways to play the game. So here's the quote. Bayonetta 2 is a fantastic title and they need to make sure this is leaps and bounds above that. They know that the fans expect crazier, better, tighter action games. If they're going to put out Bayonetta 3, it's going to have to raise the bar. So essentially, what they're saying is that expect, like, absolute insane leap over Bayonetta 2. Like, Bayonetta 2, ha! The game is lame in comparison to Bayonetta 3. That's what they're saying. They're gonna have, it's gonna be crazier, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be tighter, it's just gonna be all around, according to them, leaps and bounds above Bayonetta 2. A small topic on live stream. Oh my gosh. You mean an Earth Day topic? Hey Nintendo Craft, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But an Earth Day topic, please do not litter. Don't have too many emissions. Work on your carbon footprint. There you go. Is that what you wanted? Oh my gosh. Just being silly. Bayonetta fans don't hate me, but I'm getting tired of you. It's because everyone mains her in Smash. It gets annoying. That's because she's OP in Smash, bro. That's why everyone mains her. Did I talk about the Secret DS project already? No, I didn't. That is actually the topic, the last topic, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So, oh, let me pull up the picture. There we are. Yute Seto reveals he worked on a canceled Nintendo DS title called Mario Motors. So this is also a lot of stuff coming from Reboot Developer 2018, which is good for me. But, okay, let me read this here. Seaman creator Yute Seto recently participated in the panel for Reboot Developer 2018, which is a great way of finding new information about things from developers, and this year is no exception, which is true, because it's like the third topic today we're talking about this stuff. So, apparently, Seto had friendships with the late Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, rest in peace, and Nintendo game designer Shigeru Miyamoto. He also shared that he'd been working on a project for them titled Mario Motors, which saw players create and sculpt a number of engines. So Destructor got an interview with him, and here's what he had to say. So he said, during one meeting, Iwata-san asked me a question. Seto-san, what have you been interested in lately? I immediately understood what he was getting at, so I answered, sculpting chunk. Miyamoto said, what? To help explain the audience what he was referring to, Seto talked a bit about how things like watches, camera frames, and MacBooks are made. Sculpting objects out of metal chunks that spoke to him. It was an idea he really wanted to make into a game. So this kind of sculpting is really appealing to a middle-aged guy like me, Seto said. I explained this crazy idea to them, and they really listened to me very carefully in complete silence. Finally said, that sounds interesting. Let's give it a try. Seto summed it up as shaving and sculpting out of a chunk of metal to make a cylinder, which then decides the ability of your engines. Parts of the game, we want to teach players how acceleration works in an interesting way, without about having them blow into the DS microphone. I described this idea because this would cause children to get out of breath. Reflecting back on these meetings with Iwata and Miyamoto, Seto said, I really understand just how much they respected each other and how much they formed the two wheels that that pulled Nintendo's game business forward. They paid attention to me because they were always hungry for something new. As for why Mario Motors never moved ahead, Seto said, I can't tell you why, but please guess. I'm assuming that children were not going to be interested in metal sculpting. I'm just going to be serious here. This sounds like an idea for adults Like, adults with engineering experience. Like, this doesn't sound like something that people are going to understand how it works. Oh, gosh. Interesting. Gran Turismo Mario? Not exactly. More like metal sculpting Mario. It's Metal Mario's true final form. Introducing Nintendo DS, Nintendo Switch Edition. It only has one screen. Mario in a Super Rude WRX. That'd be pretty cool. But no, this is freaking metal sculpting. So you can, like, it's how you make watches and camera frames and MacBooks and, like, but why? Why did they think this was going to make a good idea? Like, he says we have to guess about why this didn't move ahead. I think it's pretty obvious that it's because there's no way children are going to understand how this works. They're not. They're not going to understand what the frick metal sculpting is. They're going to be like, I want to race my car here. Like, let me play the game. And they're going to have to go over here and metal sculpt their whole car. And they're not going to have fun. They're not. It's just not going to happen. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Who Nintendo was like, you know what? Well, I guess we know who at Nintendo. This guy at Nintendo was like, maybe this will work. Maybe it will be awesome. Which maybe it could have been. Maybe Nintendo is crazy enough. Maybe they're awesome enough. I mean, they just released freaking the best cardboard the world has ever seen. So, like, we're paying for cardboard nowadays. So, I mean, anything is possible. Maybe people would have bought this. No, not like Lego. Like, sculpting things out of metal. Like, not Lego. Like, you sculpt things out of metal. I guess kind of Lego after you sculpt it, maybe? No, not like Lego, though. Like, kind of like, I guess like building like a model car. But you have to like if you go given a block of wood and then had to make the pieces for a model car and then built the model car. That's what it's like. So, like, not something for kids. If you like Lego, you can make so many cars. So you build car parts. That's what I'm thinking. So let me read this other part. So shaving and so he summed it up. This is how he sums it up. He says shaving and sculpting out of a chunk of metal to make a cylinder, which then decides the ability of your engines. So if you don't know what the cylinder of a car is, you can have 4 cylinders, 8 cylinders, 16 cylinders, 2 cylinders. Cylinders is where you pump the gas into the car and it explodes. So, I assume most of you guys know that already. But just in case. That's what those are. So, essentially, you build pieces of the car, and then how well you build it determines how good your car is. But no kid is going to be able to do that. No kid is going to be able to sculpt freaking cylinders to put in their engines of these cars. They're just not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do that. Like, for me, this sounds really cool. Like, I'd buy this game on the Switch if, they released it. Or if it was back on the DS. Well, back when I had the DS, I was pretty young. So, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But, like, nowadays, if they release this, I'd probably get it. Because it sounds cool. And I'm, 18. I understand how things work. I'm not, like, no. This is going to be, like, yeah. I think this quote from him sums up why this was not made. This kind of sculpting is really appealing to a middle-aged guy like me. That's why. It's just too niche. It just is. It's too niche. People in their, kids are not going to understand this. People in their teens are not going to want to play this. Early adults aren't going to have the time. And middle-aged people don't play video games as much as other demographics. Like, it's just true. So, I think that's why it didn't, it wasn't made. Because I don't think it would have sold that well. Honestly, I don't think it was sold that well, so. 20,000 cylinders! Oh, that would be cool, but it's just too much customization. Like, I don't think it would sell. I think it's unfortunate that it wouldn't sell, but I don't think that would sell. But anyways, guys, that's all for that topic, and that's all for all of our topics, actually. So, that's all for this stream. Thank you guys all for watching. Not in the USA, at least. In Japan, it would have been understandable. I don't think so. I still don't think even in Japan it would have sold that well, but maybe. I feel like Americans have even more like there's a lot of people who love cars and mechanics and stuff in America. At least where I live, there's tons and tons. Like everyone where I live loves cars and they love mechanics and love building freaking everything in the universe and working on their trucks and stuff. I don't care for that kind of stuff, but it seems like everyone else in the universe down here in Texas seems to. So I feel like that'd be even more of an American thing. But even in America, I don't think people would care to play that. At least not on the DS. Not the DS market. The DS market are like a bunch of... It's just a casual market. It was a very casual market. You know, young kids or old people. Those were the main demographics. And like, they're not going to play that. Anyways, guys, your creativity is very, very limited. Nice. Anyways, guys, that's all for this live stream. If you like this stream, make sure to like and subscribe so you can get more Coffee Talk streams Monday through Friday. Also, we keep flip-flopping between 1,000 subscribers and not 1,000 subscribers. So if we could get to like 1,010, 1,050, just so it stops flip-flopping back, that would be awesome. So, guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed so we can get above that, because we keep like... I think the reason YouTube is purging me so much is because they want to make sure I'm really actually qualified to be at 1,000, not like faking my way to 1,000 or anything, which I'm not. I don't know why they keep like freaking taking away my subscribers, but stop it. Stop it, YouTube. Stop doing that. But yeah, good topics, love and peace, bros. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I liked this Coffee Talk. I thought it was fun. Anyways, guys, I also do gaming streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Then I do videos Monday through Saturday. So make sure to like and subscribe, as I said. We're going for 10K, guys. We're not going for 2K or 5K. No, we're going straight onward from 1K to 10K. So we're going big. Go big or go home, people. But anyways, guys, thank you for coming, and I'll see all you guys later on What About Nintendo. Bye.